It is Stars Without Number, White Wolf Pyre, Session 9. Time for the recap.
We didn't die.
Inside check.
Oh,
Although we were in, Anne woke up in a kitchen bedecked with plaid. It wasn't clear whether there was like it was buffalo plaid tablecloths or just regular plaid. But there was in a kitchen with a sink and no dishwasher and one door, and someone in a robe with a bald top, horseshoe head, and goatee came in. His name was Charlie. This was the set of the Golden Girls reboot. And they started conversing. And then shortly, Corvold and Ide both collapsed to the ground, knocked out, and joined Anne in this space they were in. And basically, Charlie told us to stop lying, that Rose wasn't happy about it. We woke up and we went to go try to rescue the individual we doomed to re-education. We went under the fountain in the main room, a room that had some sort of like energy force field around it. Corvold teleported through it, but everyone else eventually got through. There was a lot of TVs with flickering images on them, and there was sounds being played out of speakers. Corvold started destroying the speakers and the TVs. There was a keyhole on one of the west side of the room that was lit up, the outline of like a light. I think we jammed a Metatool into it because Metatools open up light locks too, and it caused the whole wall to spin around. Which we saw a table with some robotic machinery on there, and then somebody strapped down with cloth restraints, and in there was the council member Ilnam. We rescued the agrarian who was strapped onto the table. I think we killed Ilnam or knocked them out. I don't remember which.
Almost killed him, yeah. He was alive when he left.
And then we left, and then one of the Jill Soisium murder bots showed up in the audio visual room, nearly killed us.
and we killed him first.
Yeah, we did kill him, but then the self-destruct sequence, which at least Corvold and I think Anne did not run away from with enough haste. It almost killed us.
It did kill us.
It did kill us, but then we were able to. Carlton was able to bring Corvold back to life with a flaming hand. Apparently, he's earned the same favor that Anne May did, and I'd torched themselves to heal Anne. We stumbled back to F350, beaten up, and the flaming lady, presumably Rose herself, was sitting in the middle seat, the most hollowed of seats in F350, and that's where we started this session.
Yeah, because you saved the agrarian from being re-educated and got into F350 with the flaming lady in the middle seat, and the F350 just burst into flame as you streaked across Agraria into the night, into the wasteland.
Well, I'll say one thing. No matter where I go in space, no matter what I do, somehow Anne always finds herself naturally gravitated towards the kitchen.
And who might you be? I'm Corval. Nice to meet you.
So she is got white hair, dressed in a, from what you can tell, a red pants and jacket, a leather. There's like a little bit of a fire on her, but it gives off a little bit of heat, but it's not like melting the seat or causing it. There's no smoke. Her eyes are red. She looks at you and smiles and says, "That robe looks very familiar."
Do you like it?
Well, Charlie doesn't give that robe to just anybody.
So you know Charlie.
Oh, Charlie, yeah, he was a dream.
I would say the same thing, because I think that's where I saw him. Or at least when we first met.
Nice gladius.
This is my killing gladius. As he like unsheathes it and like like really flaunts it and puts it back.
Hey, don't cut the seats up back there.
If you'll excuse me, I have to use the bathroom again.
How can we serve you, my lady?
Well, you've done. I don't have much time. I got some downtime between scene shoots on the set, so I figured I'd sneak away and talk to you in person. You saved that agrarian. That should go a long way in undermining the Sky City, which needs to be done. I don't know what they're up to up there. Something is going on. I think that you can handle that. I think you can find out what they're scheming. You've got some plot or something. I just can't figure it out.
What do they have against you?
What they've got against me, I'm not sure. I don't know what their issue is.
Insight check. If that existed in game.
Yeah, I mean that is
Notice.
that would be notice. Yeah.
Okay. Something seems sus. Oh, and we're also up to 2d6s again.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I did not expect that. That is 11. Do they really have nothing against her? No.
You would guess that since she's kind of adamant, there's probably something. She just probably doesn't want to. She might be too embarrassed to tell you.
Oh, they saw her without her makeup on. That explains it. Without her fire.
I've got a question, and maybe an embarrassing one, at least a naive one. Are you and the other cast members friendly towards each other, or is there
There's a friendly rivalry at times. I mean, they do check up on me, make sure I'm not, getting any side deals or doing things without them. I mean, I ran into some issues once. I was a president, of a world. I actually became the president. It wasn't too bad. Of course, I lost to some nerdy dork who worked at Radio Shack that wore a big helmet. But those days are past now, so I'm back on the straight and narrow.
I'm sorry to hear that, Madam President.
Oh, yeah, those are fond times.
Have your blessings been keeping us warm? Is it you that we can thank for the teeth marks on the neck?
Oh, yes. Oh, well, yeah, those who have, now there's not many, those who have, died and tragically perished in the service to myself, the Lady of Fire, have become immortalized as wolves of fire. So
Ooh.
it's the least I could do. I felt bad, I've dealt with that Kevin A. Montreal before. He's a straight up a-hole, and obviously he sold you some a sketchy ship.
Do you think he did that on purpose?
I don't know. I don't know if he did.
It wasn't just a sketchy ship. There was also the black figure who went through the ship. You know anything about that?
No, this is the first I've heard of it.
Laughing, cackling, the reason why we got ripped out of space and dropped on this planet?
Probably has something to do with corporate. I try not to I try to stay away from them.
What corporate?
Corporate.
No, I don't.
You don't get out much, do you? Have you led a sheltered life?
Not to places out here, no.
Well, corporate may seem all nice and friendly and with their, uh-oh, there's an air leak.
Oh, no. F-350, close the window.
Well, it shouldn't have been from me. I had my mic muted.
No, that's
No,
that
we're
was from
joking.
you. Yeah, sorry.
The air leak.
That was the blunder.
Oh, so apparently F-350's got a blender in there. Somebody's making margaritas.
It's Memento. Yep, there he goes. Memento, do you mind? I'm in the middle of something right now. Well, here's another question. Why do we have metal in our bodies suddenly, in our brain area specifically?
Oh, I think it's from the terraforming that they did in Sky City a long time ago.
Then how would we have it now if we just got here?
Because it's in the air, it's everywhere. As soon as you
What-
stepped off the ship, you got it.
I wouldn't exactly say stepped off, but how does it get into you? What does it do?
It's you breathe it in.
And then what? What's the purpose of it?
Well, they harvest it, I believe.
For
They
what?
use it for their own means. I don't know. I mean, whatever they do up there.
What type of metal is it?
I'm not sure. I think it's some sort of nanotechnology.
Why put it in people? Why not just put it in the ground or in a plant?
I think it has to do with the right circumstances, how it's harvested, the right conditions.
Is that why they're so desperate to get us into Sky City? Because we have a higher metal content somehow?
Probably.
Should we be concerned?
Oh, yes, I would.
Okay. Well, do we have any way of dealing with those murder robots that fly down here?
It seemed like you took care of one.
Yes. After dying. I mean, we got better, but we did die.
Oh, you're no worse for the wear.
No, but that still doesn't deal with the fact that we don't know how many of those things they have, and if we try to make a move against them in any way, they could just send down half a dozen.
They could, but your valuable asset. That's your in.
How valuable of an asset are we to them?
Pretty valuable. I mean, they don't have to bury you in the ground now, do they?
What are they going to do to us once we get up there?
Well, I would hope they would just, suck the nanobots out. I don't think they would just cut your head open and do it that way. Probably through the nose or the ear. Well, there's other orifices they could use. But I don't know. Then send you back down here and let you collect more. That's if that doesn't kill you in the first place, which I'm sure they'll be gentle. At least that's what my first husband said.
I've heard that many times. I don't believe it.
Is that what Jules Elysium is doing with Agraria and the people outside the city? They're using them just to be vessels for their metal harvesting.
Yes, the agrarians themselves, this whatever generation they're on now, just don't seem to produce as much or any that they used to. But since you are new to the planet and seem to be prime harvesting material.
So we shouldn't take the lift to the city that was offered by the council.
It's probably our best bet if we do. We'll be able to find out what this stuff is, and maybe if we can hack into their systems, we can determine what it's being used for.
They could be using it just to harvest, to get an access to harvest my boinglings. They couldn't have that happen.
Possibly, though I think they're more interested in your nanites inside of your brain at the moment.
That's what I meant.
Are you familiar with nanotechnology, Corvold?
No.
Okay.
At this point, as you guys are having this side discussion, she takes out like a data pad and starts looking at it, scrolling through it like she's on Spitter or something.
Oh no. Does she have a lot of retweets? Is she being review bombed?
Oh, she's like, oh, just checking on my cast members. Sometimes they like to gossip.
Understandable. F-350. Did you either of you have any idea about this nanotech crap?
I wouldn't think so.
Updating completed.
I beg your pardon?
Software update 1.14 completed.
How do you have access to the internet? How are you updating? What are you plugged into? My phone won't do it unless I plug you in. Damn it.
And she just kind of like, she pats the center console. Says, anytime, F-350.
As to the previous question, I am unfamiliar with nanotechnology.
Well, I'm as useful as tits on a damn fish. Anyone got any great ideas?
We should go find out about nanotechnology.
Where? Hey, anyone know where the local library is?
Rose, who can we talk to learn more? You seem to be wise in the ways of science.
Oh, I'm wise in many ways, Corvo. Wise in many ways.
Oh my.
Do you know who we should talk to when we get to the city? Do you have people who you trust?
Oh, there's not many people there I can trust. But I tell you what, I do know somebody that may be able to help you. Probably help you get in and into the city. Now, on the other side of this planet, this moon, there is a nightclub. It is off the grid. Elysium doesn't even know it exists because of their scans, don't even pick it up. Very few even know it's there. But there should be a person there named Taylor who used to work for a few organizations. He should understand this nanotechnology, maybe like get you into Elysium. I believe he's here on vacation, as he would call it.
Would this individual have contraband, such as superior weapons?
I don't think he'll have weapons, but it's no, he wouldn't. Just knowledge of various technologies.
Knowledge is power, they say.
Very well. Enter the coordinates and I shall begin plotting a route to said destination.
I will. I'll send you, as she gets her data pad out and starts typing in, I'll send you the coordinates to this nightclub.
We might have information on more derelict vessels we can salvage from and see if there's any equipment on them. I don't think we're getting help from off planet.
Taylor may have a vehicle.
Oh,
But
A
we
space
have a
craft?
vehicle.
Something that would, something that could fly.
well, that would certainly be helpful, to say the least. Well, I think we pissed off Elysium by killing their friend. We should probably make our way to the nightclub.
Any other questions you have before I have to get back to the set?
Do we have a way of contacting you?
I mean, I could give you my agent's phone number, but he's kind of an ass.
We can have Carlton talk to him. It'll be fine.
Don't drive your brother to suicide-eyed.
Oh, believe me, it's not that easy. I've tried.
I will send F-350 Spence's contact number. You should be able to get a hold of me.
I have one question. What are some things that what are some things that I, Corval Vanderham, could do to get onto your bad side?
Bad side.
Yes.
Bad side.
So is that bad in a good way or bad in a bad way?
That's enough for
Bad in a bad way. Although I would accept both answers.
You've been a bad boy, Corval. Whip.
Well, obviously, hurting small critters, small creatures would be one thing I don't tolerate. Not taking advantage of those that are unfortunate or misfortune has fallen upon them would be another.
Well, that's very reasonable. We wouldn't be the type of people to do that.
And voting for my fellow cast members above me in any sort of poll or award or anything, especially that Lana. Now, she is a slippery one. And she picks up her data pad. She's like, oh, see, already. And she kind of flips you some kind of post. She's already trying to take some of my lines from the next scene. I must leave. But once you make your way to the Crimson Vapor, look for Taylor. Also, there may be some contraband there. There's a man named Rancid who runs the joint. He may have some old videos of mine that he's illegally selling. If he does, I need you to confiscate them.
Do you want him taken care of?
If he becomes hostile, yes, remove him.
Understood.
Don't worry, it won't ruin your pacifist run.
Oh, good, good. I'd hate for that.
Are
I'm
we?
very careful not to kill anyone.
You want us to give these old videos out for free instead of selling? them?
No, absolutely not. That would get on my bad side.
That's charity work, though.
No, it's not charity work. That's selling product with my image on it, and I'm not getting a cut.
No, I wasn't going to sell it.
Giving it away, I don't get a cut either.
we're just putting it on the Pirate Bay.
Would watching the video get on your bad side?
I don't know if your Gladius could take that. And that's when she vanishes.
What about you, Torrent? Oh, never mind. BitChute.
So you streak across the night, the flames of 350. You can see the whole vehicle is like on fire as it shoots across the darkness. And 4 or 5 hours later, as the sun begins to come up, you come up to you see a building in the distance. It's just kind of like a half dome coming out with a sign that's kind of blinking. A few of the letters are like almost gonna like burn out, and it says Crimson Vapor.
This look like the place, 350?
It seems to match the description.
Oh, best bet we have. I don't think they have a car-sized door, unfortunately. Will you be okay waiting out here with your janitor bot?
As part of new software update 1.14, I am now capable of indoor travels.
What do you mean? You're dummy thick, 350. How are you going to fit through the door?
Please exit the vehicle.
Oh my God, are you a robot in disguise? And is excited and leaves.
I'll get out and drag Carlton out of the bed of the truck.
No, leave him there. This is how he wants to go. Tender thighs.
Compacted into it. Yeah, once everyone's out, F-350 will transform into his more reasonable sized form.
No, we forgot Memento. Oh God.
Just see like a fountain, just like a popped grape, just
Yeah, Memento's in the back with
Golden.
Andy, whatever we're calling him now. Humorous Harry.
yeah, that's what it was.
And he's like, all right. About time. I guess this is the first stop on my tour.
What does F-350 look like now?
It's up to him.
I'm probably picturing very much still a four-wheeled device. However, it's more akin to like a torso on a set of 4 tires.
Kind of like an armored core tank Gundam.
Right.
Oh my, F-350, what large fists you have. All the better to hold a lasgun, I suppose. Well, you're very fashionable. Should we be on our way? Okay,
Yes,
and to the
let's
club, like
go.
we do.
Yeah, you come up to like data pad, and there is a big red light kind of like begins to flicker, and it says, state your purpose.
Looking for a man named Taylor?
Clientele is not discussed.
Oh, we heard he was available for a good time. A friend of his told us to come here.
Fuck off.
Named Rose?
We've come to party.
How many credits you
Yeah.
got? And we don't take that damn big bucks around here.
Yeah,
Well, I have 25 credits. Well, you can't have all of it.
You wanna
How
sit-
else am I going to pay for drinks?
What's that android in the back? You sell him for parts, you can come in.
I look over to see if Carlton is awake.
Carlton is got his headphones on, writing in his journal.
I
Oh.
believe we have a performance. Humorous Harry is on tour and wishes to play his set.
Be a taco.
Or we could sell him for parts like the nice man suggested.
Yeah, that is a 5 minus 2, so 3. Oh no, it'd be -3 because I have a -1 in charisma. So that's 2.
That piece of shit on tour, I got it.
He's actually very good. Watch him perform. Harry, give it your best.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Break a leg?
hey, what did one computer say to the other? Let's ram.
Oh, Harry, that was a good one.
Ah, that's a knee slapper.
Yeah, we'll take them for
all right.
parts if you want to come in.
They say they want you for parts.
Yeah,
Maybe you only want a partial act.
yeah, just lots of parts. You go with them while Carlton's not paying attention, and we'll all go inside.
Parts. That's not part of the gig, man. Let's huddle up here. What's the deal?
We need to get in and talk to Taylor. You're going to be our ticket inside.
There must be another way in. We can't let them just strip old Harry here for all of his nuts and bolts.
Well, we do have credits. I have 200 of them. What about everyone else?
I've got 25. I'm rolling. I can get almost a candy bar with this.
I'd
I only got 25 credits.
Tweefiddy, I take it you don't have much cash on you?
I am creditless.
I thought so.
Check the ashtray.
Check between the seats, quick. Yeah, I'm gonna walk up. What do you say to 200 credits?
Let me talk to him.
Oh, one of those things. I can give you one of those.
Thought it was a cleavage roll for her.
Same thing, really. If I landed in the damn tray. Oh, that's 9 total.
Okay, we'll take the Android as a down payment in case anything happens. And the red light goes out and a metal door just slides open, leading down a dark hallway and begins to light up.
I'll head down the hallway.
Okay.
F350 will follow.
Your credits have been transferred.
Of
Cha-ching.
course I have.
So you walk down, there's like some track lighting, and you come up to a door, and there's like you can tell it's like there's like a glass window, and you can feel like the bass against the door, and the door behind you closes, and this door opens, and it's the sounds of Paul Anka playing with the like heavy bass behind it. There's a man standing there in a suit. Come on in. Have a seat, have some drinks. We got roulette wheel, slot machines. Good times in the back if you need it.
Oh yeah, I just remembered that me and Corvold, our clothing has been ripped to shreds and we're covered in our own blood, of course. We are quite literally the height of fashion.
Well, come on in.
Do you know where
Alright.
we can find a man named Taylor?
No, we don't reveal clientele. You have to find them yourself.
Okay.
Oh, can you tell me where the bar is?
What are you looking for? It's a nice
I'm
robe.
looking. Well, thank you. This is special make. I'm looking for a stiff martini.
And he snaps his fingers, and a little tiny creature comes running up with a tray with a hood and says, "Dibba-bada, dibba-bada," and hands you a martini.
Now that's service.
"Dibba-bada."
You're welcome, little one.
And he's like, go on, go on, go on, go on. And he shovels off fucking Jawas.
That's a neat trick. Does he do whiskey sours?
And he snaps his fingers. And another one comes running from in the darkness of one of the, in this room. And he hands you a whiskey sour. Off with you, move. It's the only thing they're good for. There was a scourge of them there on Sindhu. Somebody let a bunch of them loose. They were just giving them away. Well, we won't talk about that. Go have a seat somewhere. And you can see there's like a upper area, and then there's steps that go down. They're lit up, and looks to be maybe like a dance floor, but nobody's dancing. And there's a DJ, and there's all these different corners that are dark with like one little light above it. Their people are just sitting there talking, and these little Jawas are scurrying around with plates of drinks, and there's random slot machines and gambling going on.
Shall I enter search mode?
Yeah, see what you can find.
Right. F-350 will just start rolling away up to the first person that he has not met yet.
Are you Taylor?
So yeah, as soon as you walk in, that guy kind of grabs Andy, and as he starts to say something, you see this guy reach into his pocket, and he pulls out looks like a quarter almost, and slaps it on Andy, and it sticks to him, and you can see him lighten up, but you don't hear anything. And he's like, go sit over there.
I think that's the funniest he's ever been.
And he goes and sits down, and you come up to, who do you run into?
Murderous Miranda. Laser Lips Larry.
Roll a d4.
Molotov cocktease.
Molotov cocktease, yes.
That's a 2.
There's a person in, a nice black suit with a black tie, some sharp-looking shoes. And just stops like, yes. Taylor. Do I? Are they the entertainment?
I am looking for Taylor.
I'm sorry here. I don't know who that is. I mean, and who might you be?
I am F350.
No dashes.
It's a pleasure. If I come across this Taylor, I will send him to your way. And
Thank you.
Come here, look, and he chases after a Jawa who's got a plate of drinks.
Negative target identified. Moving to next acquisition.
So as you come across the next one, like you spot a Jawa, and he just kind of yells at you and offers you some drinks, and then runs. A man walks up the steps as he spots this. He comes like out of the shadows, out of like nowhere. As the lighting here is just all wonky. He's got like slick back hair, cleanly shaven. He's got short sleeve shirt. He's got a V-neck with a gold chain and some very tight fitting pants. Can I help you?
Or would you happen to be Taylor?
No, I am Rancid. Welcome to the Crimson Vapor. What is your business with this individual? We don't want any violence here.
We seek information.
I can go speak to him and see if he is expecting guests. We don't want any trouble. People come here to escape.
Yes, a good friend of ours said he might be of assistance.
A good friend of yours. Oh. Does it happen to be a good friend of mine?
She did mention your name.
Oh, now did she? Well. And who is this lovely lady?
I believe one Mrs. Betty White.
You spoke with her yourself. You know her?
Indeed, she sat in my middle seat.
Oh, well, that's Betty for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, let me go speak with this tailor, and if you've got an in with this with Betty, then maybe you can help us out. And he moves almost silently across the floor, and he vanishes into the darkness.
F-350 will return to Anne May.
Target has been located and is being procured for us by Rancid.
Oh, that's at least some good news.
Rancid, you say?
Isn't he
Did he
the
mention
one?
anything about his videos?
He's probably running away now.
Possibly, or being warned that there are people out there looking for him and that he needs to get out of the building quickly. Or guards are being
Did
summoned
you?
to execute us.
Did you see which way he went at 350?
In what direction did F-350 see him head out?
Just across the floor, across like the dance floor into like a corner. I mean, you kind of saw in the general direction he went.
In a general that way direction.
Do you have any like night vision or anything like that?
He has headlights.
I do not remember what my vision is.
Let me see if I can find him. High beams. Across the dark.
Fog lights. F-350, use your light rack.
I don't remember it saying that I have infrared systems. I think those are something that we have to install if I want those.
Okay, but which direction did they go in then?
That way.
Okay, let's just head that way then.
Okay. So you begin to walk across the dance floor and looking, and all you can see sort of like almost shadowy images in different corners. You can realize that, if you want to be hidden in here, it's a good place to hide, because you really can't tell how big it is or how many people are in here. And you're just kind of like, once you leave the dance floor that's kind of lit, it gets very dark.
Do we know anything about Taylor? What he likes or dislikes? Okay, good talk. Let's keep
Negative.
So then all of a sudden, Rancid is like standing right in front of you.
Oh, hello.
Yes, and they're like a small light, like seems to come out of the ceiling and light you guys up. He's not expecting anyone, but he seems amicable to meeting you. And he kind of points in a direction, and it kind of, you see a light kind of flicker over in a corner where he's sitting, and there's two people like right up next to him, and he is doing there's a bunch of drinks, and he seems to be doing something like maybe gambling or something. He's got a bunch of cards out. It's like he's that way, and the light slowly fades.
Thank you, Ransom.
You're welcome.
Finish my whiskey sour and hold the glass out to him.
He just kind of looks at you, and one of the Jawas comes running up and jumps in the air and grabs it, puts it down, runs off.
I'm gonna head towards the light with F-350 backing me up with a shotgun if needed.
So yeah, you come up, and then as you get up to where he is, you now can see before you couldn't see any lights, but now you can actually see this area is sort of lit up, like you had to be actually in it. From like the torso up, it's like some kind of machine that is like dealing cards. He's playing blackjack. He's like dealing, and Taylor's there. He's definitely been drinking a lot. There's a lot of well, no, there wouldn't be any bottles or glasses because they've been all removed. But you can see that his eyes are bloodshot. His face is red. He's got two individuals next to him. They're of some strange race, kind of wrapped up in robes and cloaks, like hanging on him, whispering something in his ear as he's just randomly betting. And another bottle is brought in front of him, and he just starts to drink it. Hey, come on, have a seat. Sit down, sit down.
Ah, the titular Taylor.
Taylor it is. And
Oh,
you're not collectors from the ICAARS or anything.
no.
Good heavens, no.
We don't collect anything except for a good time,
Well,
which
we're
we
here.
come to collect. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What are you playing? Are you playing some sort of goldfish?
No, what are we playing? And you see one of them whispering in his ear, blackjack. That's it, blackjack. Yeah.
Oh, that's a new game. I don't remember that one. I
Oh,
only
it's
played
easy.
Goldfish
It's
and
real
War.
easy. Deal the man a hand. Deal a man a hand. And he kind of like hits this machine that's now you can realize it's just like sitting on the table, and it's just a torso with some arms and some eyes that let it light up. And oh well, you want a hand, so let's see.
Hit me. Now, how fast is this Taylor man? Would you say he's very quick-witted, quick-thinking? Might you
He's
say that he is a bit swift?
shit-faced.
I see.
So
It's Taylor quick. Get it right.
He's Taylor semi-functional.
5.
he deals you a 5.
Hit me.
Roll
Am I
again.
playing this right?
Roll again.
Technically, you're supposed to get 2 cards and then be hit, but you're doing fine.
A 3.
So you're at 8.
Get hit, Corvold.
Hit me. One
Roll again.
more time. That's a 13.
Oh, that's fine.
King. So yeah, you're at 18.
There should be... Well, is 13 being used as aces, or is 13 being used as face cards?
So it'll be 11, 12, 13 would be Jack, Queen, King.
Okay.
And
Stay. Say you want to stay.
I'm gonna stay.
So the dealer deals himself a king and then throws down a 10.
No dice.
Well, good thing I didn't put any money down.
And you hear a, cha-ching, thank you for your payment. And Taylor looks down, is like, what was that noise? Oh, yeah. Good job, man. So what are you guys here for? What do you need?
We were told that you might be able to help us with some nanomachine questions.
People showing up hassling me about work. I fucking can't get away from that shit. I'm trying to escape. I'm trying to have a good time.
I understand. Well, what do you say that tonight we have a good time and then tomorrow we discuss business?
Oh, it's because I'm leaving. And he looks down, and there's like a he looks down his data pad and you can see that there's a timer. It's counting down. It's like 5 hours, 27 minutes. It's like, that's the amount of time I got left.
Where
They're
you
gonna
going?
they're gonna come pick me up and I gotta get back.
Where are you going?
Back to work for the friggin' man.
We come with you.
Who's coming to pick you up?
What the guy in the ship, he's supposed to come and pick me up. Like, it's package
yeah.
deal. Listen, it's
Who do
package
you-
deal.
Who do you work for?
Oh, I mean, I can't talk about that. It's like secret. Like, I had to sign a piece of paper telling somebody
Oh, come on. What do you say? Let us know and I'll buy you a drink.
what do you say? I mean, I don't say much, but yeah, I'll buy you a drink. Okay. He's like, drinks for everybody.
And May, I don't think we should have brought Carlton.
Should have brought something. Someone who's a better negotiator than myself. Well, do you know any?
We are just between you and us. We're looking to get to Jurosoisium. Have you been before?
Oh, the big city in the sky.
Yeah, that one.
Shit, man. Why do you want to go there?
So we can get off this goddamn planet.
What do you mean? Why are you here? This is a great place to be.
Well, right here is, but the rest of the planet's not great.
You mean it's not like this? Drinks for everybody.
No. No, it's not.
And now you have two
What,
drinks. Jawas running over.
Have you been to Jurosoisium before?
And I'm telling you. Listen, maybe I was in the sky in the city once, but I don't like talking about it. They made me sign a nondescript disclosure contract
Oh,
that they'd cut my
okay.
testicles off if I said anything. So
Well, you kind of lose those. So that's
he
fine.
pauses for a second. No, still got them. So I'm good. I hadn't said nothing I shouldn't have.
So if you can't talk about specifics, do you like nano machines?
They're just, they're all right. It's something to do. I don't know why the enchanting tower got into it. I thought it was going to be all done once this whole big Montana dude showed up, his whole entourage. I thought but they kept the project going.
What is the enchanting tower?
Oh shit, did I say that? I didn't say that. You didn't hear that from me.
I didn't hear anything. I heard something about I have the power.
Yeah, you got it. Have the power. Oh, listen, you get like a scratch or something and it'll heal you up. It could change everything. It's just, hard to find. It's just hard to get to work,
I know you're on vacation, but do you have any way to look at some nano machines?
He kind of looks at you, glassy eye, looks at everybody. Yeah, you're all good. They don't look like any of y'all. They're much smaller than that. They're like really tiny.
So do you have any device that could like detect them? Or is that all back at work?
Like, Oh, well, hell, I don't know. Kind of fiddles in his pocket and he pulls out like a curled up like magazine that he had in there. And you have like an empty soda can. And he pulls out like it kind of looks like a data pad, but it's like a circle. Nothing you've ever seen before. It almost looks like a magnifying glass, but it kind of lights up and a handle comes shooting out of it and he kind of holds on to it. And he's looking at the soda can. He's like, there ain't shit in there. I'm telling you.
I thought you were the type of scientist who enjoyed his work, carries his tools with him and stuff.
Oh, well, that's, you know.
I respect a man who is good with a tool.
Yeah. Well, I grabbed the pants. I must have left them in there. I got a couple of these laying around, you know.
I propose a cheers and a toast to our new friend.
Yeah. Yeah, rounds of drinks for everybody.
Well, we're not gonna get anything out of this guy. Corval keeps getting him drunk.
He's got like 3 drinks in front of him. He's taking a sip. He hands to his 2 companions and they're taking drinks. One of them is like playing blackjack and you can hear payment received. Ching. And they have no clue what they're doing.
Why don't you take that scanning device there and analyze me or Corval with it while we're waiting on the Jawas to get back with more drinks?
Sure. And he picks it up and he starts staring like right at that like robot blackjack player, and he's looking at it. Nope. No, it's nothing.
Can I see it?
Sure. And he just kind of hands it to you. Yeah, it's secret. Don't let anybody take it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I want to point this thing at Corvald's forehead.
Okay. So when you do that, around this magnifying glass, the lights just go around it, and then it spins really fast and kind of lights up, and then it starts spitting out all this data, like on the glass, like a shitload. It's just scrolling down.
Would F-350 be able to decipher this data, that given that it's a data stream, which he'd be adept at deciphering?
Give me a roll.
Which type would you like?
I think, you guys are all like intent to watch, so it wouldn't be noticed. It would have to be something like a no roll. That would work.
Okay. All right, that is 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Yeah. So it would be real. So ideally, you would know that this would be hooked up to another machine to read the data, right? Because it's spitting out shit so fast that nobody could read it, but
Right.
Not for you. You could read it. It talks about a lot of it is unknown. A lot of it literally says unknown. Highly advanced nanotechnology. It talks about it. What you're reading is something like, when they talk about technology that's pre-Scream or whatever, like there was supposed to be really advanced technology before the Scream skip supposed to happen, and society and everything kind of reset and they rebuilt everything. This is the kind of stuff, it literally says in the line, could possibly be skip pre-Scream technology.
F-350 will relay to Ide and our friend Taylor.
It appears as though the device is outputting measurements that would corroborate there being the presence of pre-Scream nanotech inside of Corvald.
Oh, this thing must be defective.
Yeah, it's obviously broken.
Yeah, I'd just gonna like casually lay it on the table near himself.
Okay, when you say that, let's see. Give me, Corvald, give me an evasion roll.
I missed that one. I fail.
You say that, and he seems to sober up for like a nanosecond. His eyes light up. He's like, "What?" And he spits out whatever this raspberry liqueur drink is that he's drinking, and nails you with it. He's like, "You said what?" And as he yells out into the entire establishment, "Pre-Scream technology, what?" And the music sort of stops. And then Paul Anka begins to play again.
Oh dear.
Let me see that thing. And he goes and tries to grab the device from you, Ide.
Oh dear.
No, I'm gonna try to keep it.
Corvald's going to he's gonna like look at he'll look at Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's going to disappear, and he teleports away. I don't know, like into it's pretty dark, so he'll like teleport 10, 20 meters away.
Okay.
And see if he can find like an empty booth or something to kind of slink into.
All right.
I believe that this gentleman, Mr. Taylor, could be.
That dude just disappeared. Holy shit.
Yes, he does that from time to time. Nothing to worry about.
Do you have a room at this establishment, Mr. Taylor?
A room? And he looks down his data pad. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know how many credits I got left." And he's like, and he hands the data pad to one of you.
Sure, I'll take a look.
Okay. Give me a percentage roll.
Percentage roll, sure. 78.
All right. He's got 7,800 credits. And as you're looking at it, it's dropped like 10. And then it drops again.
Not very good at the gambling, is he? I think there's enough here for a room.
Perhaps we should retire to a room and Mr. Taylor can help us discuss the prospect of there being nanotechnology present.
I think that's a fantastic idea, don't you, Mr. Taylor? We'll be able to get drinks sent up to us and food if we feel like it. It'll be a real party.
Yeah. Where did he go? And he reaches his hand out where Corvald was. He vanished.
He went up to the room ahead of us to make sure everything was taken care of and ready.
You are advanced in drinks. You must not have seen him walk away.
I gotta get one of those bathrobes.
You? They're available up in the rooms. They're complimentary, I believe.
Make it happen.
Done.
Make it happen.
Yeah,
Drinks
I'm
for
gonna
everybody. Let's go.
Flag down a Jawa.
The Jawas are just
Getting
running.
a road. Getting a roadie.
Give me a D6 roll, Corvault.
4.
So you teleport into a booth with 3 other people. They all smile.
Hello.
Well, hello. It's a nice robe. I see you
Well,
have a
thank you.
gladius too.
I do. Are you familiar with the gladius? It is an ancient and fine form of weaponry.
Much like the bearer.
Are you? Well, I see you have an eye for quality. Well, may I have your name?
Niles.
I am Corvald. It is nice to make your acquaintance, Niles.
Yes. You be here long?
I sure hope so. I've just come to get away for a little bit. I hope you don't mind me interrupting whatever you fine gentlemen are doing.
You're not interrupting anything.
Have you been here for a while?
Oh, time just seems to pass. And that's not been too long, has it, Chloe? And she's like, no, hasn't been here too long.
What are you seeking to get away from at the Crimson Vapor?
You know, just
Has life gotten you down?
oh, used to have it all back in the day, you know. Now that well, let's not talk about the past.
The past is very boring. It
Yes.
is the future and the present, which is much more of excitement.
Yes.
And Corvald's going to keep an eye in the direction of where the other table is.
Make a notice roll. No, or you make a no roll.
10.
So you know where, like when you teleported, you picked a spot that looked unoccupied, but you're actually in a seat with, and it's lit up with these 3 other people who are having casual conversation. You look over to where you teleported, it looks pitch black, but you know that's where you were.
Okay. Well, I can stay for a drink, but then I will have to take your leave.
So yeah, as soon as you say that, a Jawa appears with the tray. The drinks will be on us. Yeah, so I'd like to hear all about the gladius. We are intrigued.
What is a gladius to you?
Oh, just it represents a past time of when things were simpler and you know, where the sweat of your brow could get something done as opposed to, you know.
Well, you see, I got this gladius when I was not actually playing. And so I don't actually remember how I achieved such a gladius, how I got a hold of it.
Oh, man of your refinement, I'm sure you have a very interesting story to tell us. Yes, do tell.
And I'm pretty sure I took it out of the head of a water buffalo. I was drinking down by the river, and it found a gladius in its skull, and it was pretending like it wasn't there, and I ripped it wide open. And it turns out that was the thing keeping it from being enlightened. And it achieved nirvana that day at the watering hole. And I saw it descend into the heavens. And I was just left with the earthly attachment that left behind.
Give me a talk roll.
Ouch, that's a 2. You know, I'll hustle point that.
Do the hustle.
You know, I wanna get this top roll. It's a little better. It's a 7.
Yeah, they're very intrigued. They smile and sip some more of their drink. Well, hopefully, hopefully you don't stay away too long and come find us. We really like to get you out of I hear about that robe.
You want to get me out of my robe?
I mean, I didn't want to come out and say it, but we'd like to hear the story about it. Maybe we could all peruse it and wear it.
Well, I don't know about that. It is quite special to me. It was given by a very special person. But perhaps for another time.
Well, you never know. The night is young, and with a few hours of the seductive tones of Paul Anka, you may be up to anything.
That's usually how these things go. Now, what brings you here? Surely you're surely a man of exquisite taste to have eyed my gladius, so.
Well, we do a little bit of trade around the Hell and Evo, to escape the hustle and bustle of the work and requirements. I don't know. I don't know what you're looking for. I may come across it. I've been known to acquire various items.
I'm not looking for anything particularly. Just information about Jules Elysium.
Oh, Sky City. It's foreboding, as you well know, for those who come here. But you are someone, I think, that may partake in the forbidden at times.
Well, life would be very, very boring if one didn't take a bite of the forbidden fruit every now and then.
Bon appetit. What is it that you seek from Jules Elysium?
A way off world. We have become stranded.
That is most unfortunate. That implies there are more. Does everyone wear robes and swing a gladius?
After a certain time of the night, yes. I would be remiss to say that I would wear it probably the best.
Well, I tell you what, Corvault, you ask one of the attendants for Niles, and we will be in our room enjoying the evening. And maybe we can work out something, get you off this world.
What sort of things would you request in exchange? Surely there is a cost beyond courtesy.
Oh, we can discuss that in private. Now let's we're just here to enjoy the drinks and the seductive tones of Paul Anka for a while. Get us in the right mood. I'm so young and you're so old.
And Corval will finish his drink slowly and kind of eyeing. And after, like 5-10 minutes, will take his leave and go back to the other table.
Okay. Yeah, you know where it is. Darkness, and then you arrive at the table. As Taylor is tried to get up 3 or 4 times and kind of falls back down as he's trying to get a room.
Easy does it.
Shall I carry you?
That'd be a good idea.
I am the wayward son.
F-350 will scoop him up.
Does
Holding
this
him
mean,
damsel style, you know.
does
Like,
this mean we're married?
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
I can say that I haven't seen enough.
He is a truck. Pull
You
his
know,
seat.
they
What happens?
sell these videos here. We should get one and watch it. That's
Oh.
the kind of thing you're into.
What videos do they have available? Do they have truck love?
They got
Is
video.
that
They
F11?
got them. Yeah.
The tentacle truck, yes.
You pick up Taylor, who's shit-faced, and you see these lights that kind of light up around the, like, lead a path through the darkness. And then, like, a door opens, and you walk in, and it kind of turns. You're like in this. You're sitting in this an elevator, but it sort of like turns to the side and rotates and stops, and another door opens, and it is a plush room. There's some kind of like black marble statue in the center of like this living room where, you know, it's a bunch of people or humanoids all kind of writhing and in some kind of erotic pose. There's like some framed pictures as you're just walking in of, they're like old Sindoom pictures, like join Sindoom, and there's a huge extensive bar with all kinds of drinks and a large window. Looks like a window, but it's like showing planets, and looks like a, you realize it's a video, it's a huge video, but it looks very real. And there's a bed. It's really nice room, and he just kind of wanders in and staggers and goes to the side, bounces off the wall a little bit, and goes and kind of tries to lay on the bed, and he misses and like grabs the comforter and like rolls up in it and like lays on the floor.
F-350 will set him up, sitting up on the side of the bed, pick him up off the floor.
Okay, that's right. You did have he was picked up, but maybe, you know.
Well, that's all right. He probably squirmed his way free once. we got in the room.
Yeah. It's like, here we are. All right.
Yes, now if you would please examine my compatriots with this device.
All right, bend over. No, that's not that kind of exam.
Oh no, I'm disappointed.
I'll use my telekinesis to kind of float the examination device over in front of him.
Oh, yeah, you guys are those weird. Okay.
I'll go up to the device.
All right, he looks at it.
Does the device have some kind of port that we can connect it to F-350 so the data can be better processed?
Yep, absolutely.
USB cord.
Yep.
Yeah, F-350 will grab a cord and pull it out and plug it in.
He's like, oh, okay, cool.
Too bad we didn't bring Andy. He's got a monitor on his chest.
So yeah, it's the same data gets spit out when they put it on Anne and everybody else.
Yeah, so F-350 will feed all that information deciphered to Mr. Taylor so he can make a better analysis with his expertise in nanotechnology.
Yeah, he's like, oh wow, yeah, you guys are. This is some top secret stuff. How'd you guys get a good? This is. Where'd you come across this?
Let's just say I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
I mean,
Yeah.
unless it's just not on this side of the planet, you should have it too.
He holds up to his head and is nothing.
Must be localized.
Somehow I'm not surprised.
Well,
What is
Yeah,
it?
this is impressive. We hadn't seen this kind of stuff. We work really hard to. This is way beyond what we were able to do.
Anne slams her head into the bed, annoyed.
I mean, if you could control these things, imagine if you get they're not active though. If you get them active, who knows?
I just want them gone.
You want them out?
Yes. Want them out, and I want off this planet.
What sort of things?
What's up
might-
with Buzzkill over here? I mean, look at him.
No.
He's got a Gladius. Do you think he wants to leave?
He doesn't even know where he is.
That's right. Where am I?
He was sleeping with the council, for God's sake. He doesn't know what's going on anymore.
I'm sleeping with who now?
I rest my case.
I did meet a nice man named Niles. Have you met Niles before?
Objection, hearsay. Now.
No.
Whatever.
So and then at this point, like a video screen pops up on the side of the room, like for a TV. And this video comes on and starts playing. It's kind of grainy, and it's got some like island music playing, and the title is The Lioness of Lusty Lagoon. And it begins to play, and it says starring Betty White. It's like, yeah, that's just what they're talking about. This is the video coming on good. This is the good stuff. All right, back to the nano. You want them gone? I guess I could do something. I guess. He's like, hold on. Hold on. And he starts to fiddle. He walks over to like a backpack, and he opens it up. He's starting to fiddle through it. He opens up and just dumps everything out. And all the shit lands on the ground. He's got all sorts of, like food and like little compads and whatnot in there, notepads and all kinds of crap. He starts fiddling around. He picks up something. It looks like some kind of injector, and he shoots it right into his thigh. And then you just see his eyes close, and he sits there, and then he looks up. He's like, "Oh, okay, all right. Oof, I'm awake now." Sobered me right up.
Okay. Now that you're sober, explain the nanomachines.
Okay, it's obviously pre-Scream. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, I've been with the Enchanting Tower since Sindoom collapsed, and they had some projects going on, like, nanotechnology to help people recover from injuries or, terminal illnesses and stuff. And we've made some progress. Not like this. This is super advanced. Yeah, I mean, if I could, it might take me a while. I could probably extract all of you. Like if I could take this back, this would change everything. Just have to figure out how to activate them. It's not
Would it
anything
be
I've seen
enough?
before.
Would it be enough if we were to come back with you on your ship? Then you can extract them there.
Well, I wouldn't want to wait. I want to do it right now.
Can we use them as payment to go with you back on your ship?
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to come with me.
Where are you going? We're trying to go to a planet, one of the ones in the under the control of the Sisters of Karma or something, someplace we can get a ship.
Somewhere not here.
Yes, that's very true. Preferably a ship that hasn't had a power cord that used to hold one of those black crystal things in it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We got the insurance on that thing, right, Emma? We're gonna have to call and get our insurance payout.
Yeah, we had it with Lester and Co. We had it with someone like Mr. Lister, the Sister Fister, or whatever his name was.
Now, could you tell me what the implications would be should someone be harvesting said nanotechnology on an industrial scale?
It'd be absolutely huge. I mean, it would revolutionize a lot of things. I mean,
That's what they're doing.
Yes, we believe Jill Soesium is conducting such a process.
Sky stuff, though, man. Yeah, they've told me about that city. I mean,
They have bodies buried underground, and they use the harvester things to drive over them, and then they, I guess, suck the nanites from them.
yeah,
or
I
something.
mean, hold on. And he reaches again. He searches through the shit on the floor, and he pulls out something that looks almost like a two-pronged fork, and he like sticks it in the side of his, jabs it in the side of his neck, and he turns it, and you hear something click. He's like, okay, and he sets a time. He reaches out his data pad and like hits a timer. He's like, yeah, I mean, I did. I got brought in for a project and checked their whole operation. Yeah, they brought me in like, I don't know how long ago it was. There were some issues with it, but like it's extensive. I mean,
And how does it work? Where do these nanomachines come from on this planet? We were told they were in the
they're
air. but-
localized. They're localized to that area. They did some terraforming a long time ago, and that was their intent. But it doesn't seem to work with the locals. It just works with these. They're of the ancient ancestors or whatever. They used to live here. Apparently, you guys, the outsiders.
We purchased a ship. That ship had a malfunction in the middle of a spike jump, and we wound up here. It was one of Shitty Carl's friends who sold it to us.
You know he doesn't
Yeah.
like it when you call him that. I
Yeah,
guess he's
I
outside.
don't know much. And he reaches and grabs that fork thing again. Reaches in here, go. I don't know. I don't know about this guy. I don't know like why he ended up here, but
Is it possible for someone to sell a ship and sabotage the metadimensional drive so that when you spike jumped, it would crash land you onto this planet?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't deal in that kind of realm. So I don't know. I mean, anything's possible.
Okay.
It would appear as though the local population has genetically evolved to not intake said nanotechnology the same way other human beings do.
What, like an immunity or something? Like a vaccine almost? If you're around a virus
Exactly.
like that?
It would
Ridiculous.
seem as though that is why only the ancestors can be harvested, and the following generations have become less and less efficient.
What? Yeah. What do you mean by ancestors?
The,
I'm not
The-
from here.
the dead bodies we dug up, remember?
Yeah. So why can we get it?
We
I'm-
weren't here to get we didn't like evolve an immunity.
My hypothesis is their ancestors, going further and further back, were the first people to be involved with said terraforming process.
Then why is it that they have so many rejected now and production's been decreasing? From the
My
ancestors.
guess is they are running out of the old ancestors and are working through new generations that are less effective.
I don't like any of it, to be perfectly honest.
I mean, they're burying these ancestors in the dirt. They've got to be decomposing slowly.
I said we get out of here, contact Sisters of Common, bring a dozen battle cruisers with full complements of combat assault troops here. End this whole damn project.
No, that's not a good idea. I mean, think about what this technology can do. Why would I blow this place up?
Not blow it up, just get rid of the city and then go ahead and get the nanites from the air anyway. Where are they coming from? What's causing them? Do they have to go through the body, or can they be harvested with like a Hoover or something?
Perhaps the
Dyson?
old Perhaps the old terraforming location could be located and provide further answers.
Well, Memento was living in one of the old terraforming locations.
I believe that structure to be just a terraforming colonization habitation unit. If we could find the actual terraforming device itself, it may yield answers.
That's a good question. Is there any satellite coverage here or maps of the area where we can determine, old terraforming sites and locations? A base camp?
This whole area is off limits.
Yeah.
Tell that to the Sisters of Karma. Go ahead, do it.
Yeah, there's something wrong here. There's also no plant life, and the trees are growing, but they're not producing any food of any kind. There's something horribly wrong here, and it doesn't make any damn sense.
Speaking of horribly wrong, I met someone while I was taking a walk. Someone named Niles.
You keep mentioning him.
Never heard of him.
The only reason it's worth anything of note is he did invite, at least myself, but guests, I'm sure he'd be appreciative of. Back to his room, he did mention he had a way to get off world.
You might have a way to get off world here. Let's do something about these damn nano machines at least and find out what's going on here.
Peter, would it be knowledge that most terraforming tech and whatnot happened pre-Scream? Like, has there been any terraforming like post-Scream or no?
Yeah, there has been.
There has
There's
been. Okay, so it's not lost technology.
no. It's just that the stuff that you saw is like hundreds upon hundreds of years old. So
Right.
it was probably pre-Scream terraforming.
We have a lot
We
of
have.
machines.
I don't know if I want the nanites sucked out of my blood, or however they harvest them. I mean, if that's a part of who we are, then who are we to try to change that?
Well, the nanites have been newly introduced into our system like a bacterial infection or virus.
They are
How do you know
also
they are-
currently dormant. Should they
How do you
be
know they're new?
activated?
You remember how one day the Magnum boot didn't stick to any of us, and then the next day it did?
Indeed.
What would happen if these things activated, Taylor?
I mean, they should be able to do anything. I mean, they could give you strength. They could heal your sicknesses. They could,
Could they be used to subjugate?
quite possibly, yeah.
Corvo, don't give me that look. We're not going to use these as a superhero origin story.
Yes.
Wrinkle mind.
They call him the Gladius. He's always happy to see you.
Perhaps this is the goal of Jill Soesium, to utilize these nanobots as a weapon to subjugate
But why would they need-
biologicals and assimilate them into their more efficient machine identity.
Can these nanobots be reproduced if you have samples?
He reaches that two-pronged fork again, sticks it in his neck, and then he bleeds a little bit, and you're like, no, they couldn't reproduce them. They had a very complex sequence that they used. It looks strange, but it's the only way they created them. I mean,
Could they be taught to self-replicate?
No, that was one issue that they had with them. They could not self-replicate them. They couldn't
What is
use
that
them
you
to
keep-
build them.
What is that you keep sticking yourself with, and why?
It's
For
part of a part of a confidentiality agreement when I went to Jill Soesium. If I say the wrong words in the wrong order, bad things will happen. Like I have a way to deactivate it. At least it lasts for, he looks down at his timer, another 30 seconds. And then if it lasts too long, you'll just blow my head off.
Do they have something inside your brain that will explode?
Yeah, like I said, it's a confidentiality agreement.
If only we had a
Non-disclosure.
neuroscientist here. F350, you're a qualified doctor and brain surgeon. Can you do anything?
I
You
am
reach-
unfamiliar with the finer details of anatomy.
Oh, me and Corval have some experience.
Yes, your experience consisted of smashing their faces open. I don't
we
think
did
that's
not-
going to be Taylor here.
We did not smash anything. We used the saw on the Metatool.
Yes, you did.
He reaches down and grabs that fork thing again. It sticks in his neck. It's like, okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I got to head to the Shoal system. That's where I work out of. So,
Is there a
so,
place we can go ship?
I mean, yeah, you can, if you want to get on my ship, that's fine. It's catered. It's part of the package deal to come here. I mean, this is a pretty exclusive club, and it costs more credits than it ever should have. But I mean, I guess, you know, we could bribe the driver or whatever, get you off planet.
Okay, get the nano machines off of us, and we'll then be able to leave.
And does he have any credits left on there to bribe the driver with?
Look. Do I need to roll for that, Peter?
Depends on his two companions that we left downstairs still playing blackjack on his money, or
Give
they hit a
me-
hot streak.
If you want.
Give me a D4 roll.
A D4 roll, okay. 4.
Yeah, he's at 3,800 right now.
4,000 gone.
4,000 credits while we were up here talking.
Expensive
Well,
room.
Them
Well,
chips
some
are
of it
full
went to the
juice.
room.
Some of it went to the footer and the rest went to the gambling. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of money here. Might be enough. Worst comes to worst, I can go ahead and provide services to help maybe work our way off. I'm a pilot, remember? That is part of that's pretty much all my character does. Is pilot for a sentient self-driving Tesla.
Should that fail, I can provide hostile negotiations.
Preferably not. I don't want shooting. We have a
Indeed,
ship off
should-
world, no reason to shoot.
Should that fail,
No, F350, behave yourself.
Don't shoot the ship, just shoot the pilot. We do have our own pilot.
That is true, but we'd rather not shoot anyone.
affirmative.
I don't believe you, F350. I have questions now. I would like to roll
Remember,
insight.
F350, violence is the second resort.
Remember, F350, violence is not the answer. Violence is the question, and the answer is yes. But
Write that down.
now, though, we try to get on the ship without murder.
I believe there was also the matter of
I just forgot his name. Started with an R.
Rubbish. Raphael. Rigatoni.
Rancid.
Rancid, yeah.
there is the matter of Rancid and his illicit videos.
Oh, I think we're watching one right now. It's getting to the good part.
We don't need his. Okay, we'll talk with Rancid. Have a word with him. Oh,
We
God.
should see if we can get a copy.
Where's
Where's
our
mine?
programmer?
Corval, Corval will be able to describe the video we need in detail.
Okay,
I sure hope so.
who here can program a computer to save their damn lives? Okay, good. I'm the least qualified one here.
My mopey brother.
Your mopey. Where is your mopey brother? Hey.
Outside moping.
Oh, screw this. I'll be back. I'd like to go downstairs, drag him in by the ear if possible.
Grab who? Carlton?
Carlton, yep.
Oh, Carlton's been there the whole time. He's just sitting in a corner.
Oh.
Carlton, stop crying over your poetry and start hacking.
You know I don't want to hack when I'm not in the mood.
Would you like me to get you in the mood? That came out wrong, but can I even get through an entire paragraph about sexual innuendo? No. Okay. Carlton, would you like to hack for me, please?
What are they doing with that turkey baster on the screen?
I'll show you later.
It's a weird movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very creative use of a turkey baster.
Yes, it is. We'll try it later. For now, though.
Is that Marlon Brando?
Oh,
No, that's Marlon Blando.
All right. So what do you want Carlton to do?
I want him to hack into the system and find anything with Betty White on it.
Yeah, it's easy. It's so yeah, it's easy to hack into. You can get your own copy of the Lioness of Lusty Lagoon.
I want him
for,
to delete.
99 credits.
Nope. You're supposed to delete all of them from the system so they don't have them anymore. Can you do that without them knowing that came from this room, the deletion?
I mean, I can, but I can't delete the VHS copies because that's what they hand out.
Where are the VHS copies located?
It says see Rancid.
That's absolutely disgusting. Okay. Anyone have any bright ideas how to get Rancid to give up his VHS copies?
yeah, we can buy them from him.
Do we have enough money to buy all of them?
We don't even know how much he sells them for.
99 credits.
No, that's the version that's the digital version, right?
Mm-mm.
Like,
No, the
No.
only thing you get is a VHS copy. You can preview
Oh,
a
okay.
digital copy in your
Oh,
room.
Gotcha. I thought the digital version was 99 credits, like pay-per-view, and then like
no.
the physical copy was undetermined.
Then you realize that this has been edited, and that probably has the uncut stuff on it.
The uncut turkey baster. Turkey baster uncut.
Rancid did express an interest in working with Mrs. Betty. Perhaps if we can convince him to give up the VHS tapes, she may be more amicable to an contract.
Okay,
I'm
I'll have a
sure.
talk with him. Let's go speak to him. Corvold, leave the turkey baster here.
No, if you insist,
I'll leave it up
what do
to
you
you.
think?
Use your best judgment.
You want us all to
Mike.
come with you to talk to him? Don't you think he'll be more interested in being with you alone?
Fine.
I propose that Corvald and Carlton stay here with Mr.
I'm terrible with names today.
Tyler.
Tyler and keep an eye out and make sure that he stays safe, given that he is our ticket off world.
Good idea. Worst comes to worst, get big and just shove him inside of you and everything will be fine. Okay. I'll go down looking for Rancid. This cannot possibly end badly, I'm certain.
Well, you're
Okay.
taking the truck with you, so
I'm taking what?
you're taking
Yeah,
the truck with
F350
you.
was gonna go with you.
Okay, that works.
Yeah, we're gonna leave 3 here with Mr. Taylor, and then you and me, we're gonna go find Rancid.
Okay, let's go. F350, if you drive over my toe, I will smash your brake pedal until it's destroyed.
Sit up.
Okay. So you step out and like into this room, into this like elevator that turns and rotates, and a door opens and there's a long lighted hallway that you begin to walk down, and then you kind of are on the floor, the dance floor of the Crimson Vapor, and Rancid kind of walks out of the shadows, his gold medallion flickering in the light. Enjoying your stay?
Very much so. Actually, I might have a business arrangement for you if you'd be interested.
Of course. Business, yes. I don't mind. I mean, this is a place to relax and enjoy yourself, but sometimes business is relaxing and you are enjoying yourself.
I think you'll find this business opportunity to be most relaxing for yourself.
Oh, okay.
Anywhere that we might sit and talk in private? Bit more personal of a conversation for us.
Oh, okay. You see him reach down in his pocket and he pulls out what looks like a small car door opener. It's like that size, and he flips it, and then all around you, that looks like walls, like for a room, just kind of appear. And there's a ceiling, and there's like a chandelier, some paintings on the wall, and a velvet couch. The seductive sounds of Paul Anka's playing without the bass.
You know, F350, we've really got to get you a key fob. We're aware that you have some videos of Betty White.
Yes, the charming Miss White. Yeah. I mean, it is one of her more experimental roles, I would say, in film. But no, a classic nonetheless, I would say.
Indeed. You have my attention.
Yes, and since I am the proprietor of these videos, also my directorial debut, but
Directorial, you say?
oh yes, I was the director and producer of the project.
How curious. Was it your first film?
Sadly, yes, my one and only venture into cinema.
I'd be most interested in seeing it. Do you have a copy?
Well, yes, of course. You're familiar with the VHS format. We will send you, obviously, a recorder with the video.
Well, I'd like something a bit more personal, actually. I'd like to hear the director's commentary of it.
Director's commentary?
Indeed. I would love to hear what you have to say on the video.
Yes. What would you say?
Tell me more, tell me more.
Would you play? Does the director's commentary contain play-by-play breakdowns?
Do you not have one? If not, perhaps we can watch it together. You can tell me all about it.
I mean, that's a very interesting business proposition. The director's cut of my insights. You know, I have never given my insights of that movie.
Why is that? You're such a talented man, obviously. So many abilities and so dashing and daring of a producer.
Well, I mean, there were some legal reasons, but that I didn't.
Legal reasons.
Yes, some legal reasons I didn't make any more movies. Some of it I had to cut, unfortunately.
But you're an artist. I see it in everything around you. To be stifled in such a manner must be horrible.
Well, you know, Yeah, those were younger days, I suppose.
You miss them though, don't you?
A little. I do. A little bit.
Wouldn't you love to get back out there again? Making films, shaking hands with all the high-ranking people throughout the sector? Imagine standing on the stairs of the Sindum Theater presenting your show.
Oh, if
I think
only
we have to try new
Sindum was still around.
No, they have places here and there still.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Come
Those were the
now.
good old days. Now, who knows what kind of garbage is being made. I heard they're doing a reboot of the Golden Girls.
And that's
Can't believe
exactly
it.
what I want to hear from you. I want to know what your inspiration was, what drove you to make such a daring film.
I'll have to think on that. I'll have to entertain my muse some more. Find out. Check my notes from when I did the film.
Well, I still have a
Give
few
me a
hours.
great idea. I mean, would you like a complimentary copy? I mean, considering you mentioned it.
I'd be very interested. Can I get it autographed by the director himself?
Oh yes, it will be autographed. Yeah, before you leave, somebody will hand one to you.
Mhm. Do you have a movie library? A private viewing area, perhaps?
I mean, the rooms are sufficient. I don't usually watch the movie. I haven't watched it in years, so I'll have to.
Why not?
It's like a rock band wearing their own T-shirts. You just, kind of just don't do that.
Will you watch it with me?
It's very tempting. I don't know.
Come now. It'll be interesting. It will be fun. Be something to do to keep me entertained.
Yes, we can all watch it together.
I have no idea where Corvald is.
He's in the room with me.
He's just psychically connected here.
No, I'm guessing that F-350's got like an open mic. They're listening.
Yeah.
He's like, what's that
But
voice?
he didn't like it didn't yeah, it didn't let anyone know. It was just like kind of like voyeurs. Just
Yeah.
like, oh.
Well, I mean, and then he stops for a minute and he's like he's listening to something, and he's like, he reaches out and hits the thing, and you're back on the like the dance floor. He's like, I'm sorry, let's continue this conversation later. I have some pressing matters. And he kind of
Is that
vanishes
all
into the
right?
darkness.
Well, that went well, F-350. What do you think?
I think we should get back to Mr. Taylor.
I
Something
agree.
fishy is afoot.
You don't happen to have janitor's bot still available, do you?
I mean, technically, I probably do. I could probably pop my belt buckle open and Jennerbot float out.
Let me just whip this out.
I'm picturing like the belt buckle Ford emblem just like lifts up and Jennerbot flies out.
Okay.
Have him scout outside while we go back up to the room.
Affirmative.
Something. Get on the elevator and head back on up.
Okay. Yeah, it seems to light up, and you spins around, door opens, and there's the rest of them all like crowded around like the speaker or whatever that F-350 left behind. Like, oh, they all like act like they're not doing anything. Oh yeah.
Why is there an echo in here, F-350? Why is there an echo in here, F-350?
It seems as though there is some feedback.
Why do I
So-
bother with you people?
So what did you find out? I mean, like, we've got 3 hours. I mean,
That was totally not worth 99 credits.
You didn't even see it.
No, but we heard it.
It definitely wasn't. It was rather disappointing, actually. To be expected of a director, if I'm perfectly honest.
It seems
we're
as
at least gonna
though
watch.
it
Go on.
seems as though he received some important transmission and his attention was called away immediately. I believe something strange is afoot.
Do you think we should leave?
Well, we don't exactly have the ability to leave. We have to have the ship come and pick us up here.
Is there any way to advance the timetables on your pickup?
no, it's a package deal. It's I mean, I can't modify any of the terms. I mean, that's written in the terms.
Okay. F-350 and I'd. Are there any windows to this room, Peter?
So when you go up to what is this huge screen that shows like some planets, like you're on the edge of the solar system,
Mhm.
That would be the only thing that would be a window if you want to examine that.
That'd be a good idea. Corvald, see if you can learn anything, if there's any cameras or microphones or anything in this screen thing and how thick it is. If possible, I want you to be near the elevator, within view of the elevator. If any of those damn machines or anything like that come up, I want you to just drop it.
And how exactly do you propose I do that?
Well, it's an elevator. It has to have a counterweight somewhere. Can you just, use your magic psychic-y mumbo jumbo stuff and snap a wire or something?
I suppose I could try.
You have to remember, I have 6 intelligence. I am not a clever girl.
Mr. Taylor, where is your pickup location supposed to be? Where would you board said ship?
Oh, like the top of this building. I mean, they'll let me know when it's here, and then the elevator takes us right there.
I propose we arrive at that location early and set up a strong point.
Okay, where is that location from us exactly in distance?
I don't know. The elevator just kind of takes you there.
Well, then let's get on the damn elevator.
So as you, so is anybody going to check out the window? I mean, the screens or no? Or just going to?
It's Corvald too, but it's up to him if he's got to or not.
Corval will check out the screens.
Okay.
Corvald is a free elf. I gave him socks. He does not have to do what I say.
Well, he'll at least check it out before getting distracted with something else.
Before politely telling my character if you get fucked.
You can roll no or program would work.
Now I am equally bad in both of those, so I will pick no. That is an 8.
So these are, large video screens, pretty thick. But it's on, you don't know if this is like leads to the outside or just like another room or whatever. It's like 3 panels.
Like next to each other, or like 3 panels worth thick?
Yeah, 3 panels next to each other. It's in terms of how thick they are. I mean, there could be a way to turn them off and you can see outside, or who knows, like what's behind them.
Whilst this is going on, F-350 is going to go into bodyguard mode and position himself between Mr. Taylor and any exterior doors or windows.
Don't look at me, I'm worthless in combat. Or
Shall
any
we-
stinky stuff.
Shall we proceed to the pickup location?
Yes, let's get down there if it's safer. Maybe there'll be an armored bunker or something.
All right. F-350 will have Mr. Taylor behind him at all times and have Taylor instruct F350 on which way to lead.
Corvold, I'd follow them. I'll take up the rear.
Okay.
All right. So so 350's leading the way.
Yeah, F350's trying to actively shield Mr. Taylor.
Okay. So as you go up to the door that just kind of opens automatically, it does not open. And you see it flashing red. It says the door has been secured for your safety.
Insight check.
And as that happens, green gas begins to pour into the room. Everybody can make a, let's see.
No.
Would be evasion.
Physical.
Yeah, physical. That sounds good.
I failed. I got an 11. I needed 13.
Does F350 count?
That's a good question. You
As
are
he does not have lungs.
machine.
It's F350.
Yeah, I don't think it would bother. It shouldn't affect you.
So we're being locked in the room itself.
It appears, yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, while everyone's making these saves, F350 is instinctively ramming the door.
I didn't make a save. I failed to save. Get it right.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. No team dead.
I also looked to see if I was smart and picked up pressure field when I leveled up my telekinesis, but I picked up something else instead, like a dumbass.
That's what you get for being smart. Never use that brain.
I could make us all immune to environmental hazards, but that sounds useful.
I wouldn't have it.
All right, so May falls and Ide falls. If you got a
Can you
hustle
hit
point,
both?
you can re-roll, unless you've used it.
You're right. I do have a hustle point. Let's try again. That's a 2. What?
That's a good point. I have one of those too.
Why did I listen to you, Peter? You're a traitor.
A 10 still doesn't pass.
Okay.
Did Corvold at least pass, or is F350 the
No.
only conscious person?
Corporal did not pass.
Did
It
Taylor
rolled an
pass?
11.
Hey,
Taylor,
If the-
okay?
if the three of us and Carlton can take on one of those robots, F350 can probably take on 4 or 5.
So as the green gas fills the room and the Lioness of Lusty Lagoon begins to replay
Oh man, I
screen.
hate you.
Anne May and Ide and Corvold all collapse to the ground. Taylor falls to the ground, and you see Carlton in the back of the room. Didn't realize that you were leaving. He's like, "Oh, but the movie just started," and he takes off his headphones and looks at you like, "What's going on?" And we can stop right there. I'll let him roll to see what happens.
12.
We rolled for you, and you sucked in more of the gas for fun, and you
Some good shit, man.
died.
Thanks for running.
I knew
Wow,
there
I
was some
appreciate it.
fuckery about.
I had no idea what I was going to do.
I don't either.
Now you're making the Snyder cut of of this VHS tape.
I had a feeling there was some fuckery afoot.
You could smell it when the guy ran off suddenly, like, oh boy, the town just told me to keep these people here, so I'm going to knock them out so they can be harvested later. Ooh, ooh. I assume that's exactly what he sounds like.
Well, I have to say that probably in a place like this, everything's bugged.
Yeah,
If only we had a Cadillac.
and we'd be fine.
Well, I mean,
If we had every 69.
I was thinking about the next level, and I'm like, the fact that F350 is a vehicle that kind of like impedes what we're trying to do.
I don't know what you mean.
So it's like, well, maybe if he just is able to turn into like a transformer, that'd be cool.
Yeah, GoBot.
Yep. Transformers F350 in disguise.
So he's actually a Cybertruck, not an F-350. He's just got a body kit, and he turns into one of those Tesla bots.
There you go.
No, I found a picture of a Ford robot. Go up a ways.
Oh, I
And the-
saw it. I
Yeah.
sent a picture of the Tesla bot afterwards, though. The Tesla bot's way better looking.
No,
Okay,
the
that
Ford
thing is
robot looks
just
badass.
terrifying. That's the last thing you see when you're taking a shower and you feel someone rubbing your back and you live alone and you look behind you and you see that.
I think the Ford robot looks pretty badass.
Look at
Just-
it.
Just slap him on a set of 4 wheels and call him good.
Ooh. That is like the master the murder machines.
Guys, are we good with that?
Yeah,
good
me
night.
too.
Yeah.
Bye.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, it was
Thank
good.
you.
Yep.
Later, everybody.
I don't sleep with just anyone. Only people who are rich and have connections.